Yo, welcome in homie. If you're new here, I scour the interwebs every week to find free games and serve them to your beautiful face with a side of weird humor. And before we jump in, a quick message from this week's sponsor, my grandmother, with this really important message. What the YouTube MooTube, focus on your real job, you mother chucking donkey. Thanks grandma, much appreciated. I want to kick off this week's video with a game I just closed minutes before writing the script, and that's Ark Raiders, which is currently running in open beta that anyone can download and join. And if you're wondering like, sick fish sticks, what the hell is Ark? Well, Ark Raiders is an upcoming multiplayer extraction adventure game set in a lethal future Earth. It's ravaged by mysterious mechanized threats known as Ark. And trust me, those PvE mechanized threats are no joke. I mean, one of them one-shot me with just some kind of grenade that went all the way up my bum and made an explosion. And that was on my first playthrough. I quickly learned my lesson to avoid those suckers. If we break it down, the graphics are nice, the PvP is pretty good, movement is jiggly, and the gunplay is super juicy. A good contender to become the next big extraction shooter when it comes out sometime next month. But if you're interested in taking it out for a spin, head on over to the Ark Raiders Steam page linked in the description and sign up your juicy cheeks. Next up, and if you're quick, you can get to experience real PTSD with Mordhau, which is free to play until Tuesday. Mordhau is a medieval first and third person multiplayer slasher. You get to enter a hectic battlefield of up to 80 players as a mercenary in a fictional but fairly realistic world. Here you'll get to experience brutal and satisfying melee combat. And in my first playthrough, a guy took my sword that was stuck in his chest and he proceeded to take my head off. And then I got teabagged by a guy playing the loot. 10 out of 10, and to be honest, I haven't recovered yet. Oh, and real quick, while I have your undivided attention, if you want free games served fast and with a side of weirdness, then do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button. We are well on our way to 15,000 and that's crazy, and grandma has no idea. Also, and as always, the high level of service that I like to provide, links to all of the games mentioned in this video are in the description and they take you straight to the deals. No googling or nonsense required. Next up, take my sweaty hands and let's take a quick jump over to the Epic Store, where your juicy cheeks has a total of 3 games to claim this week, and right now you can claim Amnesia the Bunker, which is something special and it's here to scare the living chicken out of you in this bunker-based first-person horror game. And to be fair, from what I hear, it's actually a great educational game on how to survive in Eastern Europe as an exchange student. Amnesia the Bunker is set in a, well, World War I bunker. A relentless AI-driven monster stalks you and your survival depends on finding tools, crafting items, and most importantly, keeping the lights on. This bad boy was released in 2023, which seems like ages ago now that I read it, but it's currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam and a 7 out of 10 on the Sick Fish Sticks juicy scale. It's without a doubt a fun game, and with an asking price of 24 euros or 27ish bucks, it's a great scoop to claim 100% free of charge. And alongside Amnesia the Bunker, you can also claim Samorost 3, which is an exploration adventure and puzzle game from the award-winning creators of Magnamarium and Botanicula. Here you get to travel across space to 9 unique worlds teeming with colorful challenges, creatures, ex-girlfriends and surprises to discover. It was brought to life with beautiful artwork, sound and music. Now a majority of you might be looking at this thinking, Sickfish, what the hell is this crap, man? I need the 3D ultimate graphics LGBTHQ HD 4K. But trust me bro, this is a perfect setting to tell a really interesting story. And if you don't believe me, Samorost 3 is currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam, and for a point-and-click, hand-drawn game, that's pretty impressive. LGBTQ HD 4K, where the hell do I get this shit from? Then, starting October 23rd, you can claim Fear the Spotlight, which despite offering graphics that look like they were made when Jesus was walking among us on Earth, it's sitting in with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Fear the Spotlight is what I would call an atmospheric third-person horror adventure game with a disturbing mystery to unravel. Here you get to sneak into school after hours with Vivian and Amy, You have to survive as seance gone wrong, solve tactical puzzles, and whatever you do, stay out of the goddamn spotlight. It's crazy. I mean, I had looked at this game and I came to this conclusion. It's crazy what happens when two lesbians take edibles and call it dead for a status update. And that's pretty much all I have to say about Fear the Spotlight. We jump back to the Steam page and we take a look at Factory Planner, which is free to claim. It's a card-based simulation and strategy game where you build and manage your factory with the help of cards. The goal is to combine different cards to create unique factories, offering players a full sandbox experience with endless possibilities for customization. It's an interesting perspective on a card/management game, which is off to a decent start, sitting in with positive reviews on Steam with a sweet 35 reviews. Next up, I want to take a quick look at Watertight, a first-person horror game. Here, an accident cripples your submarine while trying to find the wreck of the Titanic. In the darkness, you must restore life support system through tense puzzles, only to discover that, my friend, you are not alone. It kinda reminds me a bit of that guy who went down to the Titanic in a homemade submarine he made in his garage using an Xbox controller. Too early? Okay, maybe it's too early. Anyway, Watertight is sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam, and take it out for a spin. Next up, I want to take your eyeballs to Vigil, which would like some tender loving care. Vigil is a short narrative horror game that takes place in an unsettling underground facility. Your job, if you decide to take it, is to dispose of boxes. However, you're not alone. A terrifying automation roams the facility, moving only when you look away, and that is incredibly terrifying. It's super spooky setting and great for a horror game. Vigil is currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam, impressive for a horror game. And staying in the same poo your pants genre, we take a look at Terra. And Terra is a first-person psychological horror game set deep underground. As a maintenance worker, your job is to fix a broken water line at the end of tunnel 04-R. You get to enter the tunnel, repair the pipe, and get the hell out before lunch. And in fairness, it's the get out part that's kinda difficult. In our last video, we talked about giving back to the community because I love your juicy faces. That was a nice kiss. And we decided to give away Dome Keeper, where you get to defend against waves of alien monsters in this unique roguelike action miner. A super fun game and a great way to give back to you juicy people. And the winner this week is no one else than Truck Done Thump, with a nice and simple message of thank you, Sick Fish Sticks. Well, thank you, Truck Done Thump, for joining the giveaway, watching my stupid videos, and being subscribed. Catch me on Discord and I will throw the key for Dome Keeper straight at your face. I hit my keyboard there. Last but not least, I hope to get your eyeballs moist for this pixelation explosion of a multiplayer bullet hell with an aging sensation alphabetical juiciness. Xanadu Land is a fast-paced, massive multiplayer online bullet hell that will do its absolute best to bring a smile to your face. Here you'll have the pleasure to accumulate experience, acquire equipment, and fight side by side with other players to knock down all of the nasty bosses. It's kind of grindy, so expect to spend a significant amount of time to get some decent equipment, or you could of course take a shortcut and lubricate your wallet with some WD-40 for some juicy pay-to-win goodness. And that pretty much brings me to the end of today's video. Thank you 1,000 times for taking the time to watch my stuff. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, like, yeah, why not? Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. Peace out.